Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Performance Nutrition. In this week's video, we're going to cover all things recovery nutrition. And I'm going to take you through my 4 steps to optimize your recovery nutrition between training sessions or post-competition. And I'm also going to give you my 2 bonus steps for a more holistic approach to your recovery. My name's Fonda, a performance dietitian sharing my passion for and knowledge of evidence-based sports nutrition to help you reach peak health and performance. To help me to continue to provide quality content, I'd love your support. So click that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos. I will make sure to include links related to this week's video in the description box below. But let's jump into it. So our first step in recovery nutrition is replete. So glucose is stored in 2 places in our body, in our liver and in our muscles. And our muscle stores of glucose, also known as muscle glycogen, provide the fuel that our bodies need to move at moderate to high intensities. So when we do finish our training session or competition, it is recommended to replete what body stores of muscle glycogen that you've used up so that you're ready to go for the next training session, or if you are in a tournament situation, your next event. Now, how aggressive you might be with repleting will depend on your individual circumstances and your training and competition schedule. And you don't have to consume carbohydrate after every training session or competition to replete your stores of muscle glycogen, particularly if you are one of those athletes that are recreational and you may not compete for another week. But we do know that replenishing our stores of muscle glycogen within the first few hours after an exercise session is when your body is most sensitive to nutrient absorption. And we want to make sure that we are consuming around 1 gram of carbohydrate per kilogram of body mass post-exercise. And if you are an athlete in a weight-sensitive sport, such as combat sports, weightlifting, or an aesthetic sport like gymnastics and diving, consuming a little bit less carbohydrate but combining it with protein can just be as effective in that recovery space. In fact, it can actually work to your advantage as you're also getting in protein, which leads us into the second step of recovery nutrition, repair. So exercise in general causes micro tears in the muscle fibers, and these need protein to help them rebuild and recover. And high quality sources of protein found in animal foods such as lean meats, chicken, fish, eggs, and dairy will provide all the essential amino acids that your body needs to repair. And if you are a plant-based athlete, other alternatives include soy or pea or rice protein powder with added leucine to help reach your essential amino acid needs. And repair should not only focus on the muscles, but also your gastrointestinal tract. So we do know that high intensity exercise can also cause damage to our gut, as blood flow is redirected to our working muscles. So consuming protein after exercise, whether that's training or competition, can also help repair our gut lining so that we're able to absorb all the nutrients that we need between our training sessions or competition. The amount of protein needed in the hours after exercise is between 0.3 to 0.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, which is at least 20 grams of protein for a 70 kilo athlete. So our third step in recovery nutrition is rehydrate, and often the most forgotten art in recovery nutrition, but it's still important. So when we exercise, we sweat, and this causes a loss of body fluid that can lead to dehydration if we don't replace this fluid. And this is more so in exercise or sports that are beyond 60 minutes duration. So to work out how much fluid you need to consume post-exercise, you can simply weigh yourself before and then after that exercise session. And the difference in body weight will give you an idea of the amount of fluid in litres that you have lost. So if you lose 1 kilo, this roughly equates to about 1 litre of fluid lost. And the amount of fluid or water that is needed post-exercise to fully rehydrate is somewhere between 125 to 150% of your body fluid loss. So for example, if you did lose 1 kilo, you would need to consume about 1.25 to 1.5 litres of fluid in the hours after exercise to meet your rehydration goals. And for a more accurate assessment of fluid losses, you can see your performance dietitian, as they can carry out what is called a fluid balance assessment. And your performance dietitian will not only consider what fluid you take in and your fluid losses, but also what you might consume during the exercise session and take into account other variables that can more accurately assess your true fluid loss. So consuming this fluid after exercise with some salt or sodium can actually help your body to hold on to more fluid, or you pee less out, which can help with further rehydration. Our fourth step in the recovery nutrition process is restore. So we do know that carbohydrate foods provide us with the fuel that we need to exercise. But also B vitamins and some minerals are needed to allow our bodies to access this food or this energy. So we do need to restore with these vitamins and minerals every day so that we can continue to access the energy that our carbohydrate containing foods give us. So to get these vitamins and minerals, we need to make sure we are consuming a wide range of colourful vegetables and fruits every day. And these vegetables and fruits also contain phytonutrients or plant chemicals like antioxidants that can actually help our bodies repair from exercise as well. So make sure that you are restoring your body by consuming a wide variety of colourful vegetables and fruit every day, but also include things like whole grains, dairy, and healthy fats from avocado, nuts, seeds, and fish like omega-3, as these can also help with that recovery process and getting good nutrition. So that's the 4 steps of recovery nutrition. My next 2 bonus steps are not technically nutrition related, but they're also pretty important to consider. So release relates to your muscles. I see so many athletes not perform adequate warm downs and stretching, but this is really important to help our muscles recover from our exercise sessions. And if you do have access to recovery tools like hydrotherapy or recovery boots, use them, but you don't need to have those things. Rest is also really important, and allowing your body to rest helps it to reset and recover. And to make sure you are getting enough rest, you should be aiming for around at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night for most athletes. So that's it, my 4 key steps to recovery nutrition, with another 2 bonus ones thrown in. So to find out how you can more practically include the above 4 key steps or 4 R's in recovery nutrition, make sure you chat with a performance dietitian. And if you've liked what you've heard so far, give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and add your comments below on what you do to recover well from exercise. I'd love to hear it. But that's it for me for now. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Fonda out.